and good morning, and welcome back to Horse Racing today on Horse Racing Radar TV. Glad to have you after an okay day yesterday at Parx. I was a little salty with myself on that last leg. I flopped the 3 and the 11, and I don't know why that always works like that for me in that last race. And, of course, the 3 beats the 7 and costs me dearly in the pick 4. Maybe today I didn't make any such stupid mistakes.
Yeah, that's true. I did that last week, if you remember. I did the same thing. But I was sure hoping you'd get that because it was going to pay pretty nice.
Hong Kong cryptic numbers for Sha Tin, and then cryptic tape for 28 at this Parx. Yes, it is Parx. Good morning. Again. Hello, Char Philly. How are you? Hopefully everybody's watching their show over on YouTube. Great show. I pay attention to it. 3 days away. Yes, indeed. From the Breeders' Cup is what she's referring to. And, of course, you can get all that Breeders' Cup stuff, including your smart sheets and picks, wagering guide over a guaranteed tip sheet. I'm sure you, Char Philly, have a show on that as well. I think I saw something on my Facebook. Been really busy myself. Hadn't had a chance to catch it yet, but certainly will look forward to doing that. And maybe you can put the link to your YouTube show in there as well, so we can put that up on the screen. I don't really have time at the moment to go grab it. If you could help us out with that, that'd be great. Free picks over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet today are at Finger Lakes. Hopefully fast, furious winning racing there. There's a link in the description on YouTube. Catch that. When the show's over, right there, we will post on horseracingtoday.net all of our thoughts, our Benny and the Bet suggestions. Please hit that HRT gear button. Get a number 4, number 11 hat. Get whatever it is you can get to support the show. Another way you can do that is simply subscribe, hit the like button, follow us, share our content by retweeting. You see all that scrolling down there below. Char Philly mentions 3 days away. Tomorrow is the day Tom and I are going to cover all of the international horses. You won't want to miss that. You don't want to miss our thoughts for Parx today, starting in race number 1, where they're going to run 6 furlongs. A bunch of horses win on the lead. Very strong rail for Bali Amur. 2 and 3, a little bit better, and 6 not a bit of a discount. Terry, we're looking for race number 1, some speed perhaps. And if you're looking for that, where are you going to start?
Well, the 6 and the 10 and the 4 all show pretty similar speed numbers. It just depends on who gets the best break. I think who gets out to that quarter pole first.
Yes, indeed. In this race, too, you see a speed figure 81 is your Brisnet average winning speed figure. Over here, you see in our smart sheets that only 2 horses have done that. We do 1,000 simulations to see who can do it again, Terry, and who's got the best chance for that.
Well, appears to me the 6 does at 39.4%. So it has about the best chance of any of them.
Yeah, maybe that 10 horse could be in that mix as a long price too. Tough to tell. Our race shape tells us the 4 wants to be out front. Everybody else middle back. The 4 should be involved, Terry. But our C-zone, where we match up today's performance, we're expected performance to their best performances or best races. Looks like 1 is going to get a great trip in here, Terry.
Yeah, they all have a C-zone amount, but that 9 is really high, followed up by the 11. So
yesterday we saw a lot of very strong jockey trainer combinations. It looks like we're going to get that way to start today too.
Yeah, that 6 has the best jockey and best trainer combination. So
6 is also our simulation favorite, 3-2, pretty big edge over everybody else. Also has a top total pace, so early pace plus late pace equals about a 1.5 length win. If this proves to be true, every 5 points equals 1 length. Terry, does the 6 horse take home the opener?
I think so. Nostalgia's Smile finished in the money in the last 4 starts and won 2 of those, and joins a trainer with a 35% win rate when racing beaten favorite back again. The rail post wins a 19% clip, and she rides with a high percentage jockey. And then 9 Probationary finished in the money 4 of 6 starts, winning 3 of those. So it likes to win and is trained and ridden by high percentage connections. Coach Knight, the 12, finished 3rd in the last race and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. The 4th, my Longshot, finished 3rd on the turf in the last race, can improve while returning to a sprint, and has a trainer that wins 21% of the races when taking a horse from turf to the dirt. no bets for me in this race.
The 6-horse missed by a head last time out. That was his first race at Parx. Does have a solid workout since then and more upside than it showed last out. Number 9, Probationer, dropping in class. Cutting back in distance is useful. And then we agree on the trifecta. Coach Knight, this is maybe the right distance. Has only tried it a couple times, a second and a third. Has shown really good early pace and really good late pace. Hasn't connected the two yet. But when Coach Knight does, look out. And then finally, the 11, Guayo. It's the other yes horse in this race with the 6. Does have a Z pattern, so early pace here, a little bit of a break in the mid pace, and then a second win down the stretch. I'm going to catch a weight break today. I'm going to put some of my Benny in the bets together with a trifecta box with the 6, the 9, the 11, and the 12. Right now, the 6 is the 1-to-1 favorite. The 4 is your second choice, so maybe one of those long shots can bring home the opener. Race number 2. Yeah, it helps if I go to 2 and not 3, Terry. They're going to run 5.5 furlongs. A lot of horses here get out to the front and keep the lead. So almost half of them go wire to wire. Big time rail bonus for Stillwater Moon. 2 and 3 are fair. 4 through 7 at discount. Then a little bit of a rebound on the outside. Terry, with half of them going wire to wire in the 5.5 furlong distance, you really need to focus on some early speed. Which one's got it?
Well, there's several that have it, but the 5 and the 1 have the most, and they could go head to head if they both get clean breaks.
Yeah, you see here, everybody wants to pilot or co-pilot. You need to be the speed of the speed there, Terry. If you look at that and you look over here, which ones are going to enjoy it? You only got a few that are above 50% or equal.
Yeah, the 1 is equal to 50%. The 4, 8, and 9 are above the 50% mark that we like to see.
And only the 9 showing it's one that wants to come off the pace. Maybe a jockey trainer race, Terry?
Yeah, well, it's the best jockey is 7 and the best trainer is 3, but I think the 7 has the best jockey trainer combination.
A couple of interesting points to note. Just about everybody dropping in class or staying the same. No class risers in here. Avorte Sante has an 8-point last race speed figure edge. Again, Andrew Beyer says anytime it's 3 or more, keep your eye out on that one. This race is very wide open according to our simulated odds. 8 does also score as our top total pace horse, Terry. Maybe Avorte Sante, is Avorte headed straight to the winner's circle? What do you think?
I think it is. It's the 8's my top pick. Finished 3rd versus similar in the last race. Has the highest last speed rating. Has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then Soar Richard, the 10, finished 2nd versus Stronger last time. Has an early speed and benefits from the shorter distance. The trainer wins 30% of the races, first races after claiming a horse. And then the 7 has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, my 3rd pick. Longshot is Prairie Dunes. Drops in class today. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. He has a top winning trainer and jockey. And I think this is a wide open race too. So my Miami Vice, Don Johnson, pick 4. I'm going to use the 3, 7, 8, 9, 10 with the 4, 7, with the 1, 2, and finish up with the 1, 5, 6, 8, 9. $50.
Stay thirsty. My favorite California stallion. All right. I have the 8 horse Avorte Sante as my favorite in the second race today at Parx. Top last race speed figures. I pointed out 8 points for the 8 horse. That's got to be a cryptic code. The only worry is this horse does tend to regress a touch in the second start after a layoff. Soar Richard, nothing needs to be said after Richard, but did show some better early pace in his last. That was his first race at Parx after track dropping. Maybe Richard lives up to the majesty of his name. Stillwater Moon, the 1 horse, could be his best in the 3rd start after a layup. Did show a little better pace, a little better fractions early on. Finally, Deportivo, some speed and fade in the 1st start after a layoff. Many horses have more stamina in round number 2. 1, 4, 1, 7, 8, 10, 4, 7, 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 3, 8 for my $48 Don Johnson pick 4. We did hit 2 yesterday, but both of them were kind of cheap, I think, right, Terry?
Yeah, they were, yeah. They almost give us our money back for the three pick 4s.
Well, in the opening race for this terrific Terry Tuesday, pretty clean start. The 6 horse has galloped out to the lead. It doesn't look like he's working very hard either. So he's got the lead. You got the 4-horse steaming up in there. That's your second choice right now at 2-1. To the outside, it looks like you have the 11-horse, which is right now running at 5-1. It went from 10-1 to 5-1. I kind of love when they do that sort of stuff. Actually, that's the 12-horse out there, Coach Knight at 10-1. The 6-horse comfortably out in the lead. The 12-horse trying to push forward in front of the 4. It looks like he's kind of done that so far. We'll see if either one of those has any legs down the stretch. They come. It looks like the 11-horse is going to come pretty aggressively here at the end, too. Question is who's going to end up in that 3rd and 4th spot. The 11 and the 12 are duking it out. They're ahead of the 4 right now. Looks like the 7 is the only one that could mess up my trifecta, but I don't suspect he will. It's going to go 6 and then a battle between the 12 and the 11. I think the 12 got his nose down in front of the 11. So 6, 12, and 11 in the opener today. With that 4 running out, maybe the 12 finishing second could give me my $12 back, Terry. Who knows?
Yeah, could be.
It's always nice when you at least get your $12 back. There's nothing worse, like you said, than you hit a pick 4. And what's funny about that is I had the all, and you had the 4 singled, and the 4 happened to win.
It did.
And everyone but the 4 would have been a profit.
Yeah, it would have. I was like, wow, look, he has them all. I only have 1. And then, of course, like you said, the 4-1.
So in race number 3 is what we're going to do next. And the 3rd race, as I kind of jumped to that on accident before, 6 furlongs. Already talked about a lot of these horses, nearly 40% get the first call at the quarter-mile marker. They also get the first call at the finish line. So a lot of speed, usually getting the job done at 6 furlongs, Terry. So who's going to get the job done on the speed front here?
Well, to see, I mean, if the 7 doesn't have any kind of trouble getting out of the gate and that jockey makes the best decision, that's going to get the quarter pole first.
It does look that way. Although the 4 is going to give him a little bit of a challenge. It looks like the 2 wants to be on the lead. It may not find itself out there today. Could be discouraging for Grouch, which could be the name of this show, Grouches. You have the other 3 horses want to be middle back. So it could favor some speed in here. All of them look like, except the 5, Terry, they're going to get reasonable runs at getting to the finish line first.
That's right. You can take a look there. The 5 is the only one that has at nothing, and all of them except for the 4 is way above 50% threshold we like to see.
So that speed horse should have a jockey and trainer that know what to do with it.
Yep, it's got a 7's got a best jockey, trainer, and combination.
Interestingly, in this race, the 4 horse Gun It is the only class dropper. Neudorf, the 7 with all that speed, going to get out to the front. Catch me if you can. The 4 horse, pretty nice simulation favorite, as well as our top total pace. Terry, is it going to be the 4, going to be the 7, going to be something else for you in round 3?
I like the 7. Won his last 2 races in a row, goes for a hat trick, and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then the 4 Gun It finished in the money in 4 of the last 5 starts, winning 2 of those starts, drops a class today, trained by a high percentage winning trainer. I like the 1 as my long shot. He ran 2nd versus similar in the last race, where Outpost was winning at an 18% clip. The 5 Capital Conquest can improve well in the 2nd start since his layoff, and he has a high percentage winning jockey. No additional bets for me here.
The 8 horse, the 4 horse in here, Gun It. This one is a track dropper for Jamie Ness, coming in from the Naira circuit, and also some very strong Parx workouts. Number 7, Neudorf. Could be Ford. Really strong season, as we mentioned. And either of his last 2 races probably would be another winning effort. Number 1, Wapo-ness. So maybe we should name our show Grouchy Wapo-ness. The handsome Grouchy guys.
Yeah.
We might work. Tough call over the 5, but the 1 horse in here was better 5 ways, better early pace, better mid pace, better fractions. The only horse in the race that can make such a claim. And then finally, Capital Conquest. It is a yes horse there. I'll pretty much have a good chance to get to par here today. Could be the longest shot in a 5-horse race. And we know what to do with those, don't we, Private Ross?
Yeah, we sure do.
Yes, put them in your tickets. So that is $8 to win on the 4 for me on the Jamie Ness track dropper. I'm hoping to get 7-2. I think he'll either be the favorite or a very close favorite behind the 7. If he's not, then maybe he's got a bad leg. Race number 4, Terry, as we make our way through this 10-race card, is one of a few today at $170. I think there's a trio of them. So keep an eye on it. Again, speed, it does well, but you want to be middle forward. You got a good chance in there. Kevin Strike on the rail, great chance to do pretty well, 2 and 3. It's a good spot to be as well. 4 through 7, a small discount, and then 4 and out, small discount. So maybe if you're on the rail or where 2 or 3 are close to the inside and you got some speed, Terry, you got a shot. And it's another race where it looks like it's pretty much anybody's guess who's going to get the lead at the start.
It is. It's really anybody's guess, although the 5 has almost double the speed as the nearest horse, which is a 6.
Yeah, you see, none of them have hit par. A bunch have come close in there, but nobody's been able to make that number. Very light on the par plus, Terry. Our race view says the 5 and 6 want to be on the front. 5 and 6 should be out there. Everybody else wants to close. The 3 not within 5 lengths of the leader. There's really only 2 of them, Terry, that look like they're going to like the way the race takes shape.
Yeah, the 5 and the 6 are above that 50%, followed up by the 1.
Yeah, the 1, top last race speed figure, 9 points. The 2 in here, I wish, if I were you, there's a little bit more than a 1 length late speed edge over everybody. And then over here, you got the 8, the 2, the 6, and the 4. So all the even numbers, 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here. So all the inside horses. Is it even? Is it inside? Something else for you in race number 4?
Well, it's an inside horse. The 2, if I were you, ran second as a favorite last time, but the trainer has won 25% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back. Has a top jockey and best start speed as fast among today's starters, actually tied with another horse. Number 1, Kevin Strike, winner of the last race at Parx Racing, top speed at today's distance, shares best start speed among today's starters, most strong trailing jockey combination. And then the 6 is my third choice, ran third in the last race, winning it, and winning the prior race, and has a top winning trainer. Standpoint, the 9's my long shots, won the last race, which is to a top winning jockey and can go the distance. I'm going to bet the second Miami Vice pick 4, 1, 2, 6, 9 with the 1, 6, 8 with the 2, 7 with the 2, 4, 5, 7, $48 ticket.
This should be 5 at the end of mine, not the 9. So let me just make sure I got that right, Terry. I don't want to screw that up. Now I pretty much guaranteed Standpoint, the 9 horse, is going to be the absolute winner by taking him out of my picks. But hey, what are you going to do? Redoubtable Ripken. There we go. Redoubtable Ripken. Aha. That's my first choice. I probably should sound them out phonetically before we get started. Could be forward today. We see that he does his best work out front. And today should really like where he is according to C-Zone. Kevin Strike, the 1 horse, top last race speed figure, 9 points. It says making a third start after a layoff. Although the only other time the horse started 3 races in a row, that third race was a bit shaky. I sometimes like my picks. Number 2, If I Were You, is running at Parx for the first time today. Going to be closing with the biggest in-race edge of a length on the late speed. And then finally, number 5, I'm going to take a flyer in here with Hero Spirit. First time making 3 starts in a row. Those are usually boom or bust races. This one could be your pace setter with the top C-Zone. And if speed holds, as it has the last couple of days, he can go all the way. 50 cent pick 4, 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 3, 8, 2, 5, and then the 2, 4, 5, 7, and then exact Key Boss. So you know it's going to work out well right there. So I make another change. Spelling error. 6 over the 1, 2, 5, and I guess 8. I should probably have 9 in there because that's what I had before, but I'll stick with the 8. I don't want to make any changes and watch that 9 run second, right?
Right.
Race 5 marks the end of the first half of the card, Terry. We got 10 races today. Tomorrow, we're going to do Parx. Before we carry on to the rest of the card, Terry, let everybody know that if they're not watching, they're not winning. If you want to win, how do you watch?
We have to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and any of the other social sites that we have so you can find out what's going on. You hit that little bell on the YouTube channel. and it'll let you know about like the show coming up tomorrow on the foreign horses in the Breeders' Cup. We got a couple of experts going to be in that show. I'm really looking forward to it.
Who are
And
they?
then,
I don't know of any
Thomas
experts
and
on that
Rich.
show tomorrow.
Thomas and Rich. Anyway,
There's some people I'm unaware of.
yeah, well, you guys have been working on these foreign horses for a long time, and you both know quite a bit about them. So you have some pretty good winners there. But anyway, and then hit the little bell. Copy the link and share it with everybody so that you can go ahead and have your friends, relatives, everybody you know come and take a look at us. Go to our social sites such as Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, Blue Sky, and whatever at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us the thumbs up and a like. And go ahead and keep these comments coming and race picks, as we really enjoy seeing them. And anyway, have a great day.
One position for Breeders' Cup. Well, all this stuff came out yesterday, so I'll be working on that today and tomorrow. The wagering guide, the smart sheets, and all that should be, I hope, available by Thursday at the latest over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. We'll fill you in on all that as it comes to pass. Another one of these short sprints, Terry, 5.5 furlongs, where almost 1 out of 2 get to the lead and go whoop all the way around the track to the finish line. So in race number 5, who's got the best chance to go whoop all the way to the finish line?
Well, there's about 3 of them that could do that 1, 5, and 8. So you just really have to depend on who gets there out of that gate really good. So
yeah, and you see they all pretty much want to be on the lead. You got the 7 and the 9. So you got to have the speed of the speed, Terry, and then you got to have somebody who's going to like being out there. So who's got the best shot to find themselves most comfortably in this highly competitive race?
Well, as you can take a look there, you can see that all but the 7 has some kind of C-zone, and a lot of them are way above 50%. So with the 1 being the most, the 3.
You got a ton of class droppers in here, Terry. 1 class riser in Island Spirit. You have a couple that are staying the same. Island Spirit's the only horse in here that showed some better early pace, better fractions. I do like that, especially on class risers. It means the horse is getting better. Irish Tenor, a 4-point last race speed figure edge and about a 1.5 length top total pace edge, Terry. But does he have any edges with the jockey or the trainer?
Well, the 5 has the best jockey trainer combination. So
I guess the answer to that question is unequivocally no. So who will win race number 5 in your view?
Well, I like 6, Island Spirit. This top winning jockey can improve while returning to dirt and can improve while returning to a sprint. Number 8, the Irish Tenor, finished 3rd versus similar in the last race, has the highest speed figure at today's distance and best start speed is fast among today's starters. The 1 is my 3rd choice, Rail Post, winning at a 29%. The Rail Post winning 29% clip, and it drops in class. And then number 9, Planet, has a top winning trainer, and his best start speed is close to the average winning speed. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, the 2 Outfoxed is not in race number 5. Kind of scrambled up because they came out today with Parx with the scratches much later than usual. And then I have to go through and so that these things line up. And sometimes I delete the wrong ones and then I have to go back and correct everything. So I'm pretty sure we got them all right. I hope I have it right with Irish Tenor at the top of my ticket here. Top last race speed figure, 4 points better than everybody else, is your top total pace by 1.5 lengths, and also your simulation favorite. So 3 ways that horse can get to the finish line. If not, Addison's Dream, that 3 horse, could be forward. Speed of the speed with the top C-zone and a highly competitive start. Gotta like that. Malibu, the 1 horse, gotta take that big time rail edge versus the rest of these horses in this horse race that are filled with holes in terms of their performance. And then number 4, Abe's Making Waves. Signs of life in its last race at by far his favorite distance, where he's finishing the money 7 out of 12. Was a tough call for me over Terry's top pick, Island Spirit. So I put Island Spirit in my $5 exact key box. 8 over the 1, the 3, the 4, and the 6. Hoping to catch some prices in this race as well. The second half of the card will begin in just about 30 seconds as we get to race number 6. I organize all the stuff that's going on here. Another 6 furlong race for race number 6. We talked about it before, Terry. Inside speed, particularly those wearing a red 1, a black 2, or a blue 3. Any one of those that are going to get to the front in race number 6.
Well, actually, the 5 has the most speed, followed by the 4, and they're kind of in the middle of the pack. So I really think the 5 is going to get a good break and get to that quarter pole first.
Yes, Nadu looks like it could be up in that mix as well. The 5 horse, it doesn't necessarily need to be in that mix because it is a left arrow horse, a PC type, usually middle back, enough just regular juice out of the gates to get it going. Most of these horses want to be middle forward, so it could be one of those races where everybody jets out of it. Who's going to find today's race most likely to mirror their best performances?
Well, they all have some kind of data there that you can see, but the 4 has the best at 77.54, followed up by that 7 and then the 8.
They all can hit par, but a couple numbers that stand out to me here are your par plus. The 2 and the 7, bad, the George Thorogood horse, to the bone. Those 2, when we did our 1,000 simulations, when you have a Brisnet speed figure of 85 and 650 of them, Lucky Dude managed to get above that hurdle. Also has an 8-point last race speed figure edge, also has your top total pace, but he doesn't have the best jockey trainer. That belongs to bad, right?
Yeah, to be bad. Yeah, the 7 has the best trainer jockey combination. So
bad. Yes, the 2 and the 7 top our simulation odds pretty heavily too, by the way. Terry, the 2 or the 7, I imagine they're both near the top of your picks in race 6.
Yeah, I like the 7, BBB bad. Finished 3rd versus similar in the last race. Best start speed is fast among today's starters, tied with another horse. Boasts strong trainer and jockey combo and has a bullet workout on October 22nd. Lucky Dude, the 2 on his last race, highest last race speed rating and a high percentage winning trainer. Nay Dude, the 5 is my 3rd choice. Won at last race at Parx Racing, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey and likes the distance. The 4 Hatch is my long shot, drops in class today and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey and likes the distance. No additional bets for me here.
The 2 horse Lucky Dude, 3 consecutive speed figure increases in a row if you haven't done so already. Barry Meadows' book, The Skeptical Handicapper. If you're a data geek, sort of like me, you'll find out that that's an alpha angle, wins at 15% or more. That did culminate with the top last race speed figure, 8 points better than everybody else. That feathers right into Andrew Byer's view. Simulation favorite, top total pace. Maybe we get 7-2. Nadude, left arrow PC type, should be on the lead and won't forget how to close. Number 7, bad, most consistent performer in the race and has shown stakes level late speed in prior starts. And finally, Hatch, you got Jamie Ness, you got Ruben Silvera, used to be the Batman and Robin at Parx. Perhaps they're going to reclaim that superhero role. Track dropper, decent workouts. No bets for me either. But we will be betting in race number 7, Terry, because that is the last of the pick 4s. And to get the pick 4 started in race number 7, they're going to go back to a $170. And that's going to be right here. You'll see again, almost 3 out of 10. Get the lead, keep the lead. The rail is the best. 2 and 3 are fair. 4 and out, they have to work a little bit harder. So we do see some inside speed, but again, you got 3 of them that look like they're quicker than the rest.
Yeah, the 5 has the most speed according to the data, followed up by that 1 and that 4.
You got 4 of them right dead smack in the middle that all show they can hit par, have done so already. You see that the 2, 4, and 5 are the most likely to do it today. Terry, who's most likely to get a good trip because the jockey knows what he's doing?
Well, the 4 has the best jockey. 11 has the best trainer, but I think the 11 is also the best trainer-jockey combination.
The 4 is also your lone class dropper. Now, I do that a little bit differently here. I compare speed figure, average speed figure to average speed figure, not necessarily the money. We see most of these horses middle back with the 1 horse not finishing within 5 lengths of the leader. That should favor horses that can get to the front. That 5 horse should be there, Terry. Looks like he might like it out there too.
It takes a look like he will. Yes, he sure will, because he's going to be comfortable there at 53.8%. But the one actually has the best numbers, followed up by that 11.
The 2-horse grades out. J&E as your simulation favorite, tied with the 5. 2 over here is also your top total pace. The 5-horse takes a little bit of a dip in that respect. Terry, so this race could be pretty open to start the late pick 4. How did you see it?
I like the 5 captain. Best start speed is fast among today's starters, tied with another, and can handle the distance. And then the 2 is my second choice, can improve while returning to a route, has the highest speed figure at today's distance. 4, Sailor's Return, drops in class today, and has a high percentage winning jockey. The 7 is Tiawat Pass is my long shot, ran second versus similar last race and can go the distance. I agree with you. I think it's pretty wide open. So I start in this Miami Vice Don Johnson pick 4 with the 2, 4, 5, 7, 12, with a 3, 6, with the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, with the 3, 4, a $50 ticket.
This is open race. Yes, Sailor's Return. It started the pick 4 yesterday, so why not start the pick 4 today again? It is your only class dropper that really popped in his last race. So if you take a look at, this is one of the things I like to read. I make the Mark Kramer's book Cycles. If you take a look at that, you see here it went bang and then popped. Not really a great finish there, but if you notice when the horse does hit pops, sometimes he does back it up with pairing good races. So let's see if Sailor's Return can do that. Again, JJD, which is the 2-horse. My next choice, wide last time out. So move to the inside part of the track today. Could be beneficial. Catton, the 5-horse. That one could be on the lead. Making its second park start after coming up I-95 from Florida. Probably doesn't like the weather much at Parx right about now. And T, Win Overtime Pass, is the last of the yes horses. Hey, that's 20-1 shot. Why not put him in there so you know he can get to the level to win? Probably will win. I left him out of my pick 4. It's always the one I leave out, especially if it's a long shot. 2, 4, 5 with the 6, 7, with the 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Terry and I both looking at that race and throwing our hands up. And then 1, 4, and 7. Race 8, 3 to go. Terry, I think we can get race 8 in before race number 2 gets to running. In the 8th spot, they're going to go 1 mile. This is a maiden race. So as you take a look at maiden races again, big time, pay attention to the speed figure that it takes to win. And over here, we see 85 is the number in race number 8. We only have 4 horses, Terry, so this should be really quick to get through. Only one has shown it can hit par.
Yeah, the 7, and if it gets a good break, it's going to fire out of there like a cannonball. So,
yeah, but the 6 is the one that hit par. 7 does want to be forward. Everybody else wants to close. 6 with an 11-point speed figure edge. 3 and 6 basically tied on the sim favorites. 7 does have a pretty fast, aggressive early speed edge there. 3 and 6, again, tied for your top total pace. The 3 and the 6, Terry, look like they're your favorites. Is that how you put them?
Yeah, I actually like in this race the 6 Rhythms Blues ran second as a favorite last time, but has a trainer with 26% of the comeback races by returning beaten favorites. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. High percentage winning jockey. Chowser, the 3, ran second in the last race, and the trainer and jockey has high win rates. The 4, my third choice, figures to improve while returning to dirt. Has a high percentage winning jockey. And then, of course, 7 is my long shot. Ricky's Kin ran third in the last 2 races and distance may help. No bets.
I think Rhythm and Blues last time out, its horse ran an 11-point speed figure advantage in that race. It was a double-digit speed figure advantage in the prior start. I know horses that have the top last race speed figure. They win about 30% of the time. It goes up even higher than that when it's back-to-back top last race speed figures, and it's the only yes horse in the field. Gonna be a heavy favorite. The 3 horse probably going to be the second choice, but I think the only horse in this race that can maybe steal it is the 7. Ricky's Kin can get out to the lead, and if it gets the right fractions, the other ones might have a tough time running them down. Number 3, Chowser, very consistent performer on the maiden special weight drop. A lot of room to catch that 6, and then the 4 horse. One of them has to be 4 out of 4. So why not make it number 4? That is some great reasoning right there if there ever were any. No additional bets for me in what's likely to have a 1-5 favorite, I figure, with that 6 horse. We got 1 minute to go to race number 2, Terry. Maybe we can squeeze in race number 9 real fast.
Okay.
So let's do our best to run through race number 9. This one is another miler on the main track there again, where a bunch of them go wire to wire. So we're looking for speed in race number 9. Terry, just give us some speed thoughts. I'll give us a few ideas and we'll make our picks.
Okay, well, the Rail Light is got the best speed, followed up by the middle horse, the 5. So.
Yes, indeed. All of them but the 6 show they can hit par. Everybody kind of wants to be in the middle of the race, maybe the one out there, bunch that can hit the C-zone tripwire. 6 does got the best jockey and trainer. 4 is a pretty aggressive favorite, along with the top total pace. Quick, Terry, who's your picks in race number 9?
Number 6, Golden Ice, has won last 2 races in a row, goes for a hat trick, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. The 5 has won 4 out of the last 7 starts. Best earth speed is fast among today's starters, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Feeling Woozy, the 1 is my third choice, won the last race at today's distance and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Number 2, Real Sensation, won his last race at Parx Racing, and he has a high percentage winning trainer. No additional bets for me here.
So Lata, the 5's been at Parx 4 times, won 3 of them with a third. Golden Ice, the 6 horse, close to winning all 5 of his races at Parx. Bullet workout between races, so he'd be sharp at that Ben Salem track again. Number 2, Real Sensation, killer late speed in its last, the easy Parx win in his first try at the track. Number 1, Feeling Woozy, Jamie Ness, Ruben Silvera on the pace setter, 5 ways better last time out, top C-zone. And I had to add Praetorian Guard, the 4 horse, to my pick 4 because he's a simulation favorite. And there you got it. No bets from me either. Let's rewind to race number 2 because they're about to get ready to run that one. And in race number 2, let me pull up the screen and see if indeed they are running. No, they're not yet. So right now, the 1 horse in race number 2, Stillwater Moon catching. No, I'm sorry, the 10 horse. Soar Richard, yes. The majestic name is getting the odd on favorite status. The 1 horse getting bet down from 6-1 to 2-1. Interesting. The best thing since wrestling. Out of the gates they go in race number 2, and pretty good start for a lot of horses in here. You got the 8 horse. It looks like the 10 horse on the outside. Soar Richard trying to get his nose in front of everybody as the 4-5 favorite, and that's how they say everybody in Philly. Everybody. 10 horse off to a comfortable lead. Then the 8 horse, along with the 9 horse at 40-1. The 1 horse that's caught a lot of late money there, backing out of it. 22 3/4 seconds as they round the turn and make their way towards the finish line. Soar Richard, with the great name, continues to put in a great performance on the lead. The 8 horse is going to try to close down with the Halloween colors, it looks like to me. He's making up some ground as the 10 horse is looking around for his foes. I hate that. So he does not live up to his name. The 8 horse runs by, takes home the trophy in race number 2. It's going to go 8, then 10, and then looks like 3-1, 8-10, 3-1. There you got it, folks. The 8 horse, the favorite stallion for Char Philly, Avortre Sante, takes home the top prize as our top pick, Terry. And he goes off at, what did he go? I think he went off at like 5-1.
5-1.
Right?
Yeah, 5-1.
Good start. Very good. We have the exacta and the superfecta if you put our picks together. Terry with the trifecta. Yep. Last race of the day for today, Terry, is race number 10. Before we get to race 10, just a reminder, free picks today over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet for Finger Lakes. Make sure you go over and take advantage of that. There's a link in the description on YouTube. There's also a tip jar in there if you want to hit that up. It's a link for the smart sheets, the tip jar, and the explanation over at horseracingtoday.net in just a minute. Utilize them, folks. These smart sheets are great tools. I have found them to be very useful, and they're only going to get better. That is an absolute guarantee. We can't promise that. Yes, there you go. You were right on that one. So, hey, if Char Philly's on it, Terry's on it, and I'm on it, you don't need to look at any other horses, even in a 20-horse field, right?
Yeah, I hope that Char Philly bet a lot on it. So there you go.
Yes, it's a kiss of luck, right? Is that the name of the show? 100%. Not 100% because a little bit of CTE from too many headshots playing football and wrestling as a young man. Hit that HRT gear button right there. Hit that wagering guide and smart sheet so you can get them over at Guaranteed Tip Sheets. And of course, get a hat or a t-shirt or something to make yourself look your absolute best and make us look good as well. Final race of the day, race number 10, Terry, 1 mile and 70 yards. Again, a bunch go wire to wire. They typically need to be forwardly placed. And in race number 10, hey, look at that Forte, that top last race speed figure, 8 points, top total pace. I'm telling you, the smart sheets sometimes make it easy as a yes horse, Terry, and your top par plus horse. What more do you need to know? It was 5 ways better on the class drop. Come on. That's the one guy when I didn't have D'Amato and Rispoli together. Come on, man. Everybody knows that you bet those horses. All right.
Private Ross says there's
finally, Terry, race number 8, 10. What do we got in terms of the smart sheets?
Well, you can take a look here and see that one has way more speed than the rest of the horses. So it could get that Cobble Road could get out there and go ahead. And then, as I said, Private Rosso said there's an inquiry, and Charphill, he says no. So anyway.
Is it on the 8 horse?
I don't know.
It can't be on the 8 horse, can it? Looks like it's coming out of the gate. Now the 8 horse broke pretty clean to me. I don't see anything on the 8 horse there. Yeah. If I'm a steward, there's nothing to go on there. I didn't see anything. Did you see anything, Terry?
No.
Yeah, they can't take him down. If they took him down and they really hate the owner and the jockey, right? This guy's causing too much trouble. All right, so that one horse indeed is a lone E. Everybody else is middle back, Terry. And look at this 2-length early speed edge. That's a big early speed edge.
It sure is. You can take a look there. That 7 has a really big early speed edge, and I'll tell you what, too. The 7 also has a yes under the par race, along with several others. 7 has a really nice chance to do it again today.
And then top Venezuelan Day, Valenzan Day. I don't know. That one is your top last race speed figure, 4 points. Also a part of your top total pace with that early speed type horse there, Terry. Looks like one of them again, jockey trainer combo stand out.
Yeah, absolutely. The 10 has the best jockey and best trainer combination. So
we waited to the end of the day to get Terry's best bet. Tell us why Valenzande is the best way to go today.
Well, pace 9 in 9 out of 10 races, some very competitive horse, and wins 3. Trainer has 35% win rate when dropping a horse 2 or more classes, and the jockey also boasts a high percentage winning, high percent winning. And then a matter of time, the 3 likes Parx Racing, been in the money 41% of the time, winning 24% of the races, 50% of the times been in the money at today's distance, wins 17% of those. The 10 finished in the money 2 out of the last 3 starts, has a top winning jockey and trainer, and a bullet workout on October 22nd. And then the 7 Win Giant ran second in the last race, drops in class at 8, can handle the distance. That's my long shot. 20 to win on number 4, a $10 exacta, 4 on top with a 2, 3, 7, and 10, and then a $5 exacta key box, 4 on top with a 2, 3, 7, and 10.
Yeah, I know Terry's probably gonna hate me again because I picked my first pick 2, top last race speed figure, sim favorite, top par plus. Every time I bet his horse, though, I jinx him. Number 1, Cobble Road. Loney, very strong early pace edge of 2 lengths. Too much to ignore for the top total pace horse and strong C-zone. He's going to get out there at a big price. Let's see if he can hang on. Win Giant, another little bit of a price right there. Good workout between races. Good record, first start after a layoff. Does have some high-level late speed at times. And then a matter of time, the 3-horse tough call for me over to 10, Arak, but missed by a nose in his last. And compared to the last time he ran the same distance, about a second faster, that's some good improvement. No additional bets for me because I'm all out of money, hopefully not out of hope. Here are our full picks for today. Race number 1. What the hell is going on here? The 6-horse one. Race number 8. Right. won the second race. 2 for 2
Yep.
for both of us. After that, there's a lot of disagreement, folks. So maybe race 8 is the only one that we agree on in race 10, which would work out well for Terry because it's his best bet of the day.
Yeah.
Race number 3, we have 8 to win on the 4 for me. Race number 4, $5 exact key box, 6 over the 1, 2, 5, and 8. We also have our pick 4s. Race 5, another exact key box with the 8 horse over the 1, 3, 4, and 6. Race number 6, nothing. Race number 7, we have a pick 4 again. And then race number 10, Terry's best bet of the day. Again, free picks today over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet for Finger Lakes. The wagering guide and smart sheet should be up, I hope, no later than Thursday. Lots of work between now and then. Of course, tomorrow, Churchill Downs. Then the international preview for the Breeders' Cup. Thursday, we'll do Del Mar. I'm going to need a rest on Friday. Then we'll be back next week for our regularly scheduled programming. Terry, to make sure you don't miss any of that, one more time, please help us by doing what?
Well, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It doesn't cost you anything. It's very easy to do. And also at any of our social sites. And go ahead and hit the bell so you get notified about all the programs that we have coming up. And then copy the link, share it with everybody you know so they can come and take a look at us and see what they think. I know they're going to like what they see here. And then go to our social sites such as Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, Blue Sky, and give us at Horse Race the number 2 day at TikTok. Give us a thumbs up and a like. So go ahead and keep these comments and picks coming. We really love to see them, and it helps with our algorithms. So
yeah, please, any interaction. If you come back, we will timestamp every race in the video description on YouTube so you can come back and see why. Terry likes the 4 horse as his best bet in race number 10 today. Again, anytime you come back and re-engage with us, whether it's a comment, so we thank you for all the comments you share or like. Thumbs up helps us out a ton too. So please interact with us however you see fit. We greatly appreciate that. No matter what you're doing for the rest of this terrific Terry Tuesday, we certainly hope you have God's grace and God's favor. And like a Vorte, the 8 horse in race number 2, Sorte, whatever his name is, we hope you have God's grace, God's favor, and everything ends up in
the winner's circle.
Yes, we'll see you for Hump Day tomorrow for a lot of things to cover on that day. Make it a blessed. Hold on 1 second, Private Ross. Have a nice day too, brother. We'll see you all tomorrow. And let me press the right buttons now so we can say adios.